Hello mariners, hope everything is well. This topic we are going to deal about Annex 3. That is, Annex 3 is a part of ROR. So what is Annex 3? So Annex 3 is saying about the technical detail of sound signal appliances. In sound signal appliances which we used on our ship, that is bell, gong, whistle. So first we are going to talk about the whistle. What is its requirement, its frequency, its decibel, and whatever it's going to say. So first we are going to start with the whistle. So A is saying that frequencies and range of audibility. So what is frequency and what do you mean by range of audibility? So frequency means anything. It just deal about the number of time it's happening. It's happening number of time. And the range of audibility means how far you can hear it. So the fundamental frequency of a signal shall lie within the range of 70 to 700 Hz. So the first line is saying that the fundamental frequency of a signal shall lie. And first, what is fundamental frequency? So fundamental frequency means anything having a minimum frequency is known as fundamental frequency. The minimum frequency of anything is known as the fundamental frequency. So it's saying that the audibility, the sound signal shall have a minimum frequency of 70 to 700 Hz. The range of audibility of a signal from a whistle shall be determined by those frequency. Those frequency means that fundamental frequency. The range of audibility depends upon that fundamental frequency, which may include the fundamental or one or more higher frequency. So the line is automatically clear to you. It's in English form, is simple. So which lies within the range of 180 to 700 Hz plus minus 1% for a vessel of 20 meter or more in length. So it's saying that for a vessel of 20 meter or more in length shall have a fundamental frequency of 180 to 700 Hz and plus minus of 1% is accepted for a vessel of 20 meter and more in length. And the next is saying or 180 to 2100 Hz or plus minus 1% for a vessel of less than 20 meter in length, which provide the sound pressure level. And sound pressure is prescribed in the paragraph C. So it's saying for the vessel of less than 20 meter, the fundamental frequency should be 180 to 2100 Hz plus minus 1%. So next, B part. So limit of fundamental frequency. So it's talking about the limitation. There should be a limitation for that fundamental frequency, that for the specific vessel, means with respect to the size, there should be a frequency limit. Okay. So next we are going to talk about it. To ensure a wide variety of a whistle characteristics, the fundamental frequency of a whistle shall be between the limits. So in B, paragraph B, it says given some fundamental limits with a specific and the characteristics of the vessel. So first saying that 70 to 200 Hz of the frequency for the vessel of 200 meter or more in length. Next is saying 130 Hz to 350 Hz for a vessel of 75 meter or more in length but less than 200 meter. Third is saying 250 to 700 Hz for a vessel of less than 75 meter in length. It's just talking about the fundamental frequency, what should be the frequency as per the size of the ship, nothing else. It's in a very simple way. And now let's come to the part C. Part C is dealing about the sound signal intensity and range of audibility. Sound signal intensity. So what do you mean by sound signal intensity? So sound signal intensity is defined as the power. It's a power carried by a sound wave in a perpendicular direction, means the amount of a power which the sound wave carries with it in a direction. That is the intensity of the sound signal. So let's start. A whistle fitted in a vessel shall provide in the direction of maximum intensity of a whistle at a distance of 1 meter from its end. So vessel fitted in a vessel shall have a maximum intensity at a distance of 1 meter from where it is fitted. I hope you are clear with this line, and if might you are getting some distracted that you are not getting any point, so please comment. I will clear there only. A sound pressure level is at least 1/3 of the octave band. And what is octave band? So an octave band is a frequency band that spans in an octave. And octave, it's 8. So it's just a technical term which has been used by physics. So we no need to go in such a deep that what is octave. So let's have a minimum thing what it's want to say, nothing else. And next, within the range of frequency 180 to 700 Hz for a vessel of 20 meter more in length, or 180 for a vessel of less than 20 meter of not less than a. So in the previous we had already studied that for a vessel of 20 meter or more in length shall have a fundamental frequency of 180 to 700 Hz, and for a vessel of 20 meter or less in length shall have a frequency of 180 to 2100 Hz, that is plus minus. So now it's clearly specifying. A table has been given that what should be its length. So I will show you the table once, then I will start with it. So you might not be able to see because due to the lateral inspection, again it's physics, so you may refer to your book. But I will speak to you. So first is saying for a vessel of 200 or more, the 1/3 octave band shall have a decimal of 143. Therefore, the audibility range should be of 2 miles. It means the vessel of 200 or more in length shall have a whistle that for a other vessel at 2 nautical miles can hear it, and for a vessel of 75 but less than 200 meters shall have a audibility range of 1.5 nautical mile. For a vessel of more than 20 meter but less than 75 meter shall have audibility range of 1 meter, and vessel less than 20 meter the audibility range should be 0.5. So I hope you guys are getting clear one by one. Let's move on forward. So the range of audibility in the table above is for the information and is approximately the range at which a whistle may hear on its forward axis with 90% probability in the condition of a still air. So it's saying that in a forward direction, so as it has been specified for a vessel of 200 meter, the range should be of 2 nautical miles. So it's saying that 90% in a still condition in a normal atmosphere, 90% should be heard to 2 nautical miles. And next it's talking about condition of a still air on board vessel having average background noise level at the listening post. So he's saying that the person who is listening, it may have some background noise. So at that some small background noise, it should hear clearly. At least the 90% of the audibility or 90% should be heard out of the voice. So paragraph C is just this much only. Let's move forward to paragraph D. So D is saying that directional properties. So directional properties, as from the word only it is clear, it's talking about the direction. So the sound pressure level of a direction whistle shall not be more than 4 decimal below the prescribed sound pressure level on the axis at any direction in the horizontal plane within plus minus 45 degree of the axis. So what is decibel? So the decibel is just a unit of a sound, nothing else. Now it's saying the directional property is saying in a perpendicular direction in the horizontal plane, the sound pressure should exit plus minus 45 degree up and down plus minus. And next, the sound pressure level at any other direction in the horizontal plane shall be not more than 10 decibel below the prescribed sound pressure level on the axis. So at that range is any direction will be at least half the range on the forward axis. Now it's saying for let's talk with the other side, like port and starboard side. So what should be the minimum? So it's saying that for the port and starboard side. Not only port and starboard side, it's talking about the other direction except of the forward. So the disturbance, the sound pressure should be 1/2 of the forward. So like forward, we are in a forward action, we are able to hear 2 miles. So in direction wise, we must, for a vessel which is in the direction, like I am the vessel and the other vessel in my starboard side must hear at least 1 nautical mile. He should be here. If he is far from 1 nautical mile from me, he should be able to hear it. So now the next paragraph E, positioning of a whistle. So it's talking about the position. So when a directional whistle is used as the only whistle on a vessel, it shall be installed with its maximum intensity directed straight ahead. So it's saying that when a directional whistle means directional whistle means that whistle has a capacity to just produce in a single in a straight line or any other. So it's saying that for that kind of whistle, it should be placed in such a way that it should, when horned, it should send the sound in a forward direction as maximum as possible, in a straight ahead. A whistle shall be placed as high as practicable on a vessel in order to reduce interception, the emitted sound by the obstruction, and also to minimize the hearing damage reached to a person. The sound pressure level of the vessel on the listening post shall not exceed. So again, it's simple. The whistle shall be posted at such a place that the person who's like we are in a bridge, so it should be placed in such a place that the person who is working inside the bridge should not get disturbed due to that sound. He should not get hearing problem that due to producing of the sound and other factors also. And the whistle should also be placed in such a way that the sound should not get obstructed due to its surrounding. Okay guys, so let's move to part F, fitting of more than one whistle. Now it's talking about if 2 whistles are fitted. So if whistles are fitted at a distance apart of more than 100 meters, it shall be so arranged that they are not sounded simultaneously. So if 2 vessels are fitted more than 100 meters apart from, so they should not be sounded simultaneously. I hope you getting this part. Till paragraph E, everything is clear. I hope so. If not, please comment it and I will sort it out at that location only. So let's move to paragraph F, combined whistle system. If due to the presence of obstruction, the sound field of a signal whistle or one of the whistle referred to in a paragraph 1F above is likely to have a zone of a greatly reduced signal level, it is recommended that a combined whistle system be fitted so as to overcome this reduction. For the purpose of the rule, a combined whistle system is to be regarded as a single whistle. The whistle of a combined system shall be located at a distance apart not more than 100 meters and arranged to be sounded simultaneously. The frequency of any one whistle shall differ from those of the other by at least 10 Hz. So now it's talking about the combined whistle system. If combined whistle system means like 2 whistle system are fitted and we are expecting that both should sound at the same time. So the distance between that both whistle system should not be more than 100 meters, and one whistle shall have a differ from those of the other by at least, means frequency difference by at least 10 Hz, not more than. So G is not much talking about, so I hope we can move forward. So number 2, now it's about the bell or a gong. So A, intensity of signal. Same, I had already explained what is intensity. Now a bell or a gong or other device having a similar sound characteristics shall produce a sound pressure level of not less than 110 dB at a distance of 1 meter from it. So now it's saying that a bell or a gong or other device having a same sound characteristics like a gong or a bell having, so shall produce a sound pressure level of not less than 110 dB. dB means decimal. It's a SI unit of sound at a distance of 1 meter from it. And now let's move to forward. Part B, it's about talking about the construction of a bell or a gong. So bell and a gong shall be made of a corrosion resistance material and designed to give a clear tone. The bell and gong shall be of that material that it should be free of any corrosion, and they should, when they are ringed, they should give a clear tone. The diameter of a mouth of a bell shall not less than 300 mm. Now it's talking about the dimension of a bell. So the dimension of a bell, the mouth of that bell should not be less than of 300 mm for a vessel of 20 meter or more in length. Where practicable, a power driven bell strike recommended to ensure the constant. Now it's talking the next part, that where it's if it's possible, try to install the power driven bell, so ensure, and it also must have the manual operation system. The mass of a striker, the shall not less than the 3% of the mass of the bell. Now the striker means the instrument which is used to strike to produce the tone. The weight of it should, weight means mass should not be the less than 3% of the total of the bell mass. Now let's, I hope you all are getting it. Now let's move to 3, that's approval. The construction of a sound signal appliances, their performance and their installation on board the vessel shall be satisfaction of the appropriate authority to the state whose flag vessel is entitled to fly. Simple, nothing much. The instrument should be approved by the flag state. Hope you all have liked this video, and if you would like, please like it and share to other mariners so that they can get benefited. And thank you. Jai Hind.